Good afternoon. Welcome to King Cowl. I'm Susan, as you know, and this is
Joanne.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here today to introduce you to Homespun, which is our new DK yarn. It's one with a lovely little fleck running through it. We absolutely love this one, don't we? There's 10 shades. It's quite a complex makeup of fibres. So we've got 22% fine merino superwash, 22% alpaca, 23% polyamide, 23% acrylic and 10% viscose.
I'm glad you said some of those names.
Yeah, needless to say, I haven't just remembered that. So we're on 4mm needles, which is a US 6. Tension is standard, so it's 22 stitches to 28 rows for your 10cm square. There's a lot of yardage on these. You get 175 metres per ball, and these are 50-gram balls.
That's really good.
Yeah, not
That's fantastic.
So it is similar, I suppose, weight-wise and length-wise to Galaxy.
Yeah,
Galaxy
it's really good.
Is a similar thing to this. So it's very, very light. The knitting is very light, but quite warm as well.
Yes.
There's a definite warmth to it. It's a 30-degree wool wash for this one. Do not iron it, do not tumble dry it, flat dry it, because once you've made these, you don't want to risk spoiling them. We never recommend ironing.
Not.
It's a bit of a disaster waiting to happen if you try and iron one of these. You'll just squish the life out of it and ruin your knitting. So please don't iron it, but treat it with care, and you will get a lot of wear out of it.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It is, you know, and look at the shades.
So, with 10 shades, do you want to?
Yes, I'll start first, right? The first shade, which is on the far left, is called Blackbird, and it's black, and I think it has like off-white and slight brown flecks in it. I can't see with the other colours, but it's...
No, I think they're basically the fleck colours for that one.
Lovely, you know.
Really nice.
And then Midnight Blue, which I think that's one of my favourites. Normally I like the greens, but blues, you know, and earth, because I love that. It's kind of a combination of earth tones and lovely, I don't know, not rich, but subtle but deep at the same time. That sounds like a contradiction.
With the twist on this, it doesn't feel like a flat colour.
Yes, with the
feels
flecks.
to be sort of a little bit tonal in with it, particularly with the flexing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of the flecks are mainly either sort of black or a very dark grey, a brown, light brown, a little bit of
earth
cream.
tones, a bit of mute.
Yes.
And then Platinum's next after that, which is the fourth one in, and that's like what you say. It's like almost like a deep silver colour.
Yeah, it's kind of a grey, but there's a little bit of a brown tone in there as well. Rather than it being a true grey, it feels a little bit more earth coloured.
I think so.
Which is lovely.
And Earth Fern, that's my second favourite. Blues and greens. I'm sorry, I'm very predictable.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. But it's beautiful because that has it almost has like a soft mustard colour in it as well with the flecks and things.
Yeah, it does. Then we move on to the second half, which starts with the purpley coloured one, which we've called Victoria Plum.
Well named.
It just says what it is. I think that will be loved both by men and women.
I think so too.
It could go, either way really. The peony, which is... It's almost like an orangey red.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it definitely has a lean in towards an orangey colour.
Yeah,
it's like a terracotta almost, but subdued a bit more.
Yeah.
Brick.
But love that one, and we'll show you a couple of things in that later that again we love as much for the colour as well as the design. The next one is Sea Breeze, which is a really soft blue.
You can't see it, she'll show you, but it looks beautiful knitted up.
It's a slightly light grey blue. Again, absolutely love that colour. The next is a very, very soft pink, which we've called Mother of Pearl, and again, I think that sums it up perfectly.
I think it's a very adult pink.
It is.
And that's what I like about it. I think it's a kind of a classic. It would look great with like off-white clothing or something.
It will.
Very classic.
Then your final one is Wild Mushroom, which, again, perfect name for it.
It is.
Lovely
it's
mushroom
just what
colour.
it says, you know.
It's so classic. We'll go with absolutely everything. But I think most of the colours you could put with either jeans or black pants or
there's a multitude of ways. Like when
greys,
you see the patterns,
browns, they all go with so many different items of clothing. So hopefully you will like the patterns as much as we do.
And I love the intricacies and everything about the patterns. I'm quite excited to show you. Do you want to show mine first? Because I'm quite excited about this one.
So we've got 5792. This first one is a little waistcoat.
I think this is gorgeous. Look at the detail. Not an easy knit, just so people are quite aware about this. But I love how you could dress up, like the dressing in this with all the layers and stuff. I think this would look great with a white baggy shirt. You know,
on this we have put several buttons, so this one has 5 buttons on, but I think as well it would work just as well with a single button. Just here, depending on how you like to wear things. Not everybody likes everything where you can button it all up. So
I don't tend to button things all the way up.
No, so you've definitely got the scope there where you could, you know, do slight alterations.
And the lovely cable details, and you know, just everything about this is gorgeous. And the back's plain as well, but it still has that detail with all the stitching. It's consistent throughout, and I think there's a V-neck version of it too, of long sleeve
version,
which is lovely as well. And I think that it's lovely because it's actually quite a fitted cardigan, I think.
Yes,
and it's quite lovely because this is one thing we were saying about the nice fitted sleeves.
Yes,
you know, so you can
still get a jacket over the top. If something has too big a sleeve, you've got this beautiful jumper or cardigan, and then you can't
they're riding up under your armpits.
Over it. And being in Yorkshire, we know about rain, so you often need a little raincoat in our weather. So being able to get your sleeves underneath is fantastic. But I love the way these are styled. So she's got a hoodie on
and a turtleneck neck and everything. It's just gorgeous, all of it.
Gives you lots of scope. These go up to a size 50-inch chest as well.
Very generous too. So something for everyone, really, isn't it? You know,
it is.
Okay. Lovely. So that's that. Okay.
And sorry, we're on that one next.
We're on you. Okay.
Now this
pattern 5794.
Yeah, my absolute favourite.
There's several favourites here.
Yeah.
The colour
on this I absolutely love. I love this soft blue, sort of silvery blue, and the fact that it's got little sort of brown and black flecks through it just lend it to go in with so many different coloured other things.
Yes.
Nice plain back and front, but then when you get to the sleeves, they show better when you're wearing them because of course when they're flat they concertina in a bit. But you've got sort of a combination of lace and cable going through there, and it goes all the way up. I won't say it's particularly easy cable as such. It's not overly difficult, and the fact that you're only running it down the centre means that it doesn't need any increasing or decreasing within the complicated
so it makes life more easy for people.
If you do want to have a little bit of a challenge, then try this. I would say more intermediate, not beginner, but not terribly difficult either. So nice plain back and front.
Yeah.
And then I particularly like this style of collar. This works for me.
The roll neck type.
And I love the way we've got a little bit of shirt showing and a little silk scarf underneath. That's how I would wear it. Yeah. You may see me in one later. I do need a slightly bigger size than this, but never mind, there are bigger sizes in there. So that one is the blue, but then we've done same sort of thing here, but with a bigger collar, a higher collar, because some people do prefer the higher collars. Just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. But again, the lovely little intricate pieces on the sleeves.
Too.
Yes, they're all just lovely, but I like the little subtle differences on the two.
I think so too, because you know, sometimes like it might not do to have something up around your neck. Sometimes you want something rolled. It depends. You know, everybody has different opinions about things.
Personal taste on that one, isn't it? But that definitely the lower necked one is on my needles. Actually, I've already started it.
Oh, have you? I'm still finishing something now, but you know. Here we go. It's the men's
help
next.
Myself. We're on 5799.
And it's a nice V-neck for a man with the lovely details and the lovely colours, and it's an earth in this one.
Yes.
Earth. I'll try to say that again. My THs are going a bit wrong. You know?
So you can see how there's flex running through.
With the lovely details.
Yeah, nice detailing up here. And just a very neat V-neck. Some V-necks can be quite low, and again, it depends what your preference is for that. But this one works really well with just a little collared shirt, or it would work equally well with just a little round neck t-shirt.
It's a classic, I think. You know, and this the blue version, like I was saying, midnight blue, my favorite. And this one's a round neck, and so I'll show that.
Yeah.
I'll fold it up later in a minute. But this one's the round neck version. This is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Carl over there, you can't see him behind the camera. He's nodding with approval, thumbs up. And he's a man, so he knows what he's talking about. But it's gorgeous. I mean, I think knitted in person does it so much justice. You can't see even from the picture how beautiful this is.
Yeah.
Like the details and the flecks, just everything.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really do.
You know,
it's just
if you don't like this, you just, you know, have a look at yourself.
Just perfect.
It is, it's perfect.
In our opinion.
I like it. That's our opinion, though. But I do think that for a men's garment's gorgeous, you know.
And just for now, our opinion matters more.
Yes. Okay, the next one. Okay, because this is adorable. I can see what, you know, when we're looking at the patterns, Joanne's like, I like these three.
Yeah.
And I can see why.
I've already got three lined up. But
100%. Pattern 5797. And it's a little, would you say it's like a little, like cap sleeve vest?
Yeah, waistcoat.
Waistcoat vest, yeah.
It is. I really do like how this sort of sits just that little bit out over the shoulder.
Hold it up a bit more? Sorry.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there's sort of three textures of pattern here.
Beautiful. In the midnight blue.
Double moss stitch.
Midnight sky, it's called.
Yeah. Oh, and a little bit of lace.
This is the grey, but I'm saying.
This is the grey. Yeah.
Sorry, we're talking over each other.
Platinum.
Yes.
Platinum. And again, these tiny little buttons are some in our new range, or newer range. They've been out a little while now. And I think we've probably got some in the range that match every single colour.
We will do. We have beautiful buttons, but Joanne and I are a bit biased.
Yeah, we are.
We love the buttons.
So.
Yes.
So, and again, the detail is carried through onto the back, so it's exactly the same back and front. And I love this little curled collar.
I just like everything about that.
Yeah,
I do. There's too many nice things here. I'm wishing there was like 32-hour days. So,
but there isn't. So that's the waistcoat, and then of course we've got cardigan version.
Oh, I love my cardigan. So
depending on what works for you, you've got the two options.
That's
really.
so nice. I love this.
This colour's fabulous.
Everything about this. You see, I'm getting. Like that, I wish I had more time to do more things. I'm already knitting something, and I'm already getting like, what do you call it? Castonitis.
Castonitis, we call it here. We have castonitis, which
where you just want to, you see something and you want to get started, and it's like something. No, we have to finish what we've started.
Yeah, well, we should. We don't always, but we should. So again, lovely texture, back and front, and then
it's
a nice
plain stocking stitch sleeves.
Nice
but I think it really adds to it, and I like that it's a bit fitted because I was saying to Joanne, I have quite like thin arms, and if something's too big, it makes me look bigger than I am. I don't want that look.
Yeah, also it can look like something doesn't fit you properly.
Yeah.
So we're a big fan of the slim sleeves on these, although we were looking at something earlier where there was a wider sleeve that I absolutely loved as well.
Oh, I know. We're just, it depends on purpose, doesn't it?
It does, does. But the colour and everything, I'm torn between the pink and the sea breeze
and
blue.
And lack of hours in the day.
And the lack of hours in the day.
Yes. But it's a good sign of something we like when there's too many things we like, you know.
There is.
We're going to be squabbling over who's showing what.
Yep. Are you on?
I'm going to do
accessories.
Yes, because this is something that I like. These are actually, they're quite, not easy knits, but I would say they're quick knits. And the pattern number?
5798.
Yeah, like these. How could you not like these, you know?
Yeah, just little wrist warmers. Detailed, interesting to knit. Sort of thing if you do happen to travel on the train or public transport.
Like me.
They're the sort of thing that you can have in your bag. Because you can, always remember, particularly if you're travelling with your knitting, you can do things on a circular needle but just knit backwards and forwards because you don't obviously want to lose a needle while you're sat on a bus or sat on a train. You can get some small circular needles that fit really well in
That's a very good idea because one of the problems I have is like I put needles in my bag and I get to one place and there's one. I'm like, I don't even know how it happens.
Where has it gone?
Yes.
So they're quite a detailed pair in the green.
And these ones are subtle too because I have a really bright red coat. And I would probably do these in the Blackbird with a bit of flex.
Yeah.
But that's just, you know.
And they're a nice, easy, well, a relatively easy knit.
I think those are more easy.
Probably just slightly past absolute beginner.
Yeah.
For those, just with the little stitch detail on, which is only little squares of stocking stitch, really, and reverse stocking stitch.
But it's lovely, and it's so effective, right?
And with that one, there's... Show the set.
Oh, yes, I will. I'm sorry.
Got to show the set.
Yes, of course, because
we like matching.
Yeah. Look at the little shawl.
Triangle shawl or scarf. Again, you can wear it. Our model's got it on with the point at the front.
But you could have it the other way too, depending on personal preference. Yeah.
And that's just literally fills that little bit in your coat where, you know, you've
just
got
fills the void. Yes.
Bit of a draft.
And there's also a hat, so you could have a complete matching set. I'd like to find the hat too, because look at that! I like the pom pom.
Yeah, and again with this sort of colour range and the pom poms, you pick the colour. You know, there's no sort of right or wrong to this.
Yeah.
If you've got red coat and you want black to go with it, by all means pick the Blackbird.
Yeah.
But you know, if Mother of Pearl works for you, go for the soft pink.
Yeah.
So
well, Joanne has many coats, so you could.
I do have many coats.
She can go for many colour options. Well, it's true.
It's true. It is true. I have way too many coats.
And here's the cowl, and I think that's lovely too. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise this is a set.
They're yes, with the colour combination. The designer here has sort of given you an idea of your colour combinations. So
and you could obviously use your own colour combination. You could even do that as one colour if you wanted to.
Yeah,
but they're lovely. I love the cowl because I love cowls. I like cowls better than scarves.
Yeah.
So that one's lovely with the detail and the cable. And again, I wouldn't say it's a beginner's knit by any stretch, even though it's very straightforward once you get the pattern going.
Yes. Yeah. This set is definitely more intermediate. The other set is just a bit over really beginner on that one, but you could definitely. Yeah.
It's why it's not labelled as easy knit, just so people know. You know, if you don't see the easy knit label on,
then it's probably not.
Yeah. You know, we have to be sensible and aim it right for you, because we don't want to set people up for failure.
No,
you know?
we don't want people to set up.
Okay, and you're...
Okay, this next one is, I'll let you do the pattern number. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 5795, and one of them is behind us, but we'll show you that in a minute.
That's this one. So I'm going to start with this, which is literally just blocks of colour. So it's a really, sort of simple jumper going on here.
I think the colours are perfect for it.
Yes, we loved how she's pulled together the soft end of the range.
Colours.
And again, you can use whatever combination works for your personal colour preferences.
Yeah.
It's like not everybody suits this shade of pink next to their face. I'm not sure whether I do or not, so maybe should be doing that. But pick, whatever colour suits you best.
Do you want to hold it up one more so they can see the rest of the colour? Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, that's okay. So several colours in there, and just by the appropriate amounts for your size and colourway, you could do this in several different colours. You could just have it two-toned. You could
do it in the deeper colours actually too. That would look nice, because we know behind the deep colours work well together.
So this was kind of the other option to it, which
the thinner stripes.
I think this is a really interesting knit. Just need to.
Sorry,
I'm just thinking the camera. Between you and the camera. So the base colour of this one is the Midnight Sky, and then there's 4 other colours running through it. But again, pick the colourways that work for you. One of the other options, if you're it's not that this is particularly a difficult knit, but if you're a slightly more advanced knitter, you could either lengthen or shorten this by just adding, an extra set of the colours in. Yeah,
just take into account a bit of extra yarn now. Yeah,
of course. Yeah, you would need more yarn if you were making it longer, but if you did want it longer but to follow basically the same instructions, then bear that in mind. Also, on this one we've made the sleeves match. So if you are going to start messing about with your stripe lengths, allow for that within your sleeves, because...
Oh, obviously, otherwise you'll be disappointed, because it looks so lovely with how that goes across continuously, But I like that. It's very effective.
We do like that one. And again, you could shorten it, but again, allow for that within your sleeve.
I'm not shortening it because, no, there's certain things you won't be seeing.
No, but that's, it's an option, isn't it? And it's just nice to point out to people that although the patterns are set as they are, there are little tweaks that you can do relatively easily. to make it work for you. So, make it...
Oh, here's an easy knit at last.
Yes.
Because so far we've been saying not for beginners, not for you, and people are like, but it's beautiful yarn. I want something for myself, so...
5793, and these are both ponchos.
And I'm holding it the wrong way. I'm like, where's the head go?
There. So that is basically an oblong. So another good one if you're a fairly new knitter.
Which way does it go?
Hang on. There's your head. That's your head.
I'm so sorry. You're absolutely useless, aren't I?
So
Okay.
that's it. You've got it.
There we go.
A little bit of, is it moss or double moss? I think that's double moss stitch edging that we've got there, and then just
yes, it is. I had to look closely too.
So with that, possibly not an absolute beginner, but somebody who's
done double moss stitch before or something.
Yeah, double moss stitch is just one that you've just got to be aware of. Just keep in mind as you're working it.
Otherwise, it starts to look like a rib.
Yes, yeah, and then that spoils the effect. But we love this colour. This colour, we could pretty much. I think we've decided we could knit anything in that colour, and we would love it.
Yes, the peony is lovely. It really is. And it's a warm colour for the cool days, And I think that's why, like we were saying, this yarn feels very warm. I think the colour palette just lends itself that way. You don't think cool with it. No. You feel it's cozy.
But it's so light.
A cozy yarn.
So light as well.
And here's the other one too. Yeah. And I'm probably going to hold this one up wrong as well. I'm so sorry. You can't take me anywhere.
That's it. Head hole here. That's your head.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
See, one day we'll get it right. Yeah. Oh, I see, with the buttons down. I love the details. Oh, I love these buttons.
Yeah. So this one's got a series of buttons down. Again, you can pick ones that work well to go with whatever colour you've picked.
Yeah.
We've got different styles. We don't do these in many colours. I think we might only do these in 2 sizes in this particular style.
Right. Yeah.
But we've got other buttons that would work in just the same.
I just think these buttons lend themselves so well to like this kind of palette, though.
And this particular one done in this colour is so neutral, isn't it?
It is. You could wear
with
anything.
Look classy.
And it's
And one I like to do with this type of thing is you can put this over a lighter jacket if it's a bit chilly. And then when you get where you're going, you can take the jacket off, but it's still chilly. You can leave.
You can put that over.
So you can leave
it's
that
lovely
on and sort of feature that as part of your outfit, where it wouldn't fit underneath the jacket, but it will certainly style nicely over it. So
you can tell Joanne and I spend time thinking about clothes.
We do.
Probably far too much.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry, we like our clothes.
We do.
We're not going to be that apologetic about it, are we? Otherwise, why are we here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're next, and it's men's.
Now we've two men's offerings, haven't we? This time, because with the other one that we just looked at, but this is the second one, which is the V-neck version.
Yes, pattern 5600.
And again,
that's so nice.
Yeah, just love this. The little bit of extra detailing down the sides, I think, just is perfect.
I could see your husband wearing that.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you never know. And again, it matches at the back, so you've got like these sort of tram
lines.
lines.
I just love the detail of that going down the side, because I think men tend to be like not thinking about textures and stuff. Well, that's probably not true because you like a texture jumper, Carl. But But I love details and texture. That's been my knitting trend so far this year. Is like
and because this yarn's almost plain, isn't it? With the flecking, it's not 100% plain, but it really does lend itself to textured knits rather than just a plain. So that is one done in platinum.
Yep, and then this one on the back, which is the button one.
Yep, so you've got your waistcoat there, which is same sort of thing, but giving you a V-neck waistcoat because not everybody wants to pull everything over the head. There's a lot of men who like
I know I don't because I have very unruly hair, but
and also with this, I mean, we've picked quite subtle buttons on this, but there is nothing stopping you going for something a bit more jazzy with the buttons or different, because I also think that this could be used for a man or a woman.
I was thinking that. I was glad with that.
And I'd probably just do it that I'd have pretty buttons on.
Yeah, like some small metallic little ones or something.
Yeah, or mother of pearl. Something like that would go really nicely on this. So again, very, very wearable for that one.
I think I just like all of it.
Love it.
Yes. We keep saying that, but we do, you know.
Right. I think,
yeah, it's over here in this corner here. This is something else that Joanne and I love because I've been into vests lately. I have to say I'm knitting one now, but not this pattern.
5796.
One. And I love the diagonals going up it and everything in the V-neck and the details with this one. I think it's gorgeous.
Do bear in mind that when you are knitting with something where there's a diagonal, it can look a bit out of shape when you're first knitting it. You have to block it.
Definitely.
The squared off shape. Because we have found this on other patterns.
That it wants to lean a bit going up the side.
It kind of goes on the bias while you're knitting, but once you've blocked it and when you're wearing it, it doesn't, it wears square.
Because we've had people question things like this before, you know, so it's just a bit of like forewarning you so that the pattern's not wrong, you haven't done anything wrong, just wash it and block it and you'll be fine.
You will. So that's beautiful. That's the little V-neck version. Again, I like this little sort of...
It'd look lovely in a sea breeze, wouldn't it? Well, there is one.
There is. So again, very neutral. Would go with anything in that colour. So... Just pick carefully for your colour palette.
Yes, of course, but I think it's gorgeous and it would be just great for like when it's getting a bit cooler. Well, like it seems to be now, because we're supposed to be in summer.
Yes.
Lots of comments about this, sorry, just I want it to be warm, okay?
We just got used to the heat.
Yes. And it's the round neck version.
Yes. Yeah, and it's quite a nice big neck. Not everybody likes big necks. I do quite loose necks on those because I like to be able to put other things underneath. I think that is just perfect.
It is.
And again, for whatever you want to put it with, whether it's jeans, pants, this lady's got some rather nice check pants on this one. So
I think that's a very good look. I actually like the styling for this one a lot.
Yeah, I do too. So that's another favourite.
I know. There's too many favourites. Too many favourites. You know, but it's just gorgeous, all of it. And we keep looking at it and going, oh.
So I've just
last
one more to do, haven't I?
Yep. Pattern 5791.
Now on this one, these are edge-to-edge jackets or cardigans, whichever you want to call. They're quite long, as you can see.
See, this style suits me completely.
Yeah, pockets on. We love pockets.
Oh, yes.
And the bit we really love on this is that the detail's on the back.
Yeah.
So there's this wonderful piece of cabling running right up the back of your garment. And we loved that. So again,
and the sleeves are like would you say just like over your elbow, so you won't get them in a washing up bowl. I know I keep mentioning this, but there's nothing more irritating than doing the dishes and having wet sleeves.
No, or having to remember to take your cardigan off,
and then being cold.
Yes. So that again is lovely. We think that is going to be so wearable for a lot of people.
That's a style that suits you and me completely. We know ourselves. And then on the back is the one in Victoria Plum.
Yes, this one's
and it's even longer, isn't it? With the long sleeve option.
Yes, that's got the full sleeve option on there. So again, it's just pick whichever works for you, but a nice simple front. We really like this ribbon effect that's
and pockets
going up the side. Pockets, because they're always useful. And
you know, a sign of a good website is when it says dresses with pockets. Sorry. I love pockets.
And then again, beautiful cabling down the back.
Yes, the details. And that colour too.
Yeah, this colour.
And I love this.
Really nice.
Just the detail. I've been into cables and textures lately. You know, I go through phases with knitting, as most knitters do. And lately it's been like colours with flecks and cables. They couldn't have picked something better to make me go, oh.
Yes. just
make your heart melt.
So, we hope you like these because we absolutely love them, don't we?
Yes, we were really excited when we saw things coming in with this.
We did. And
absolutely.
Sometimes when things are flexing, they can feel a little bit rough. This doesn't. This is wonderfully soft.
I think that's like the beauty of having the mixed fibres in it, you know?
Yes. Yeah, that combination has just given it that beautiful
something
soft
extra.
texture. We hope there's something, we think there's something in there for sort of everybody. I know it's not a particularly easy knit range, but there's bits in there that for most abilities. And the
colour range, you can't go wrong, you know?
No, that is perfect colour range, and hopefully we'll be adding more to it.
I hope so too. I hope it goes on for a long time, because I really, really like this, and there's not enough hours in a day, is there? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Susan, and be sure to like us on social media and the like.
Yes, and we will hopefully see you in the next one.